And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Right here. Watch time. Regular. Tight end right. Everyone's got four down.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Let's go.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 33. 55 mark, guys, 55. Hey, watch the slant. Smooth. Watch the slant. Watch that.
Now Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. Flush to his right. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
53. Rip left.
Mariota on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Drops it off for Chubb. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
26 Mike. Hey, let's get this, get this. Regular.
Mayfield now. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert! Real.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Alpha. 26 Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
We got to step it up. 49, check 49. Pistol. Check. Point it right. Hey, Echo.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, your arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Snell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Mike, 53, Mike.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Mariota now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Three.
They'll throw again. Mariota. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good headed scheme.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
King. Hey, orbit. Here we go, D. Here I come. Real. Here I come again. I got you.
On 2nd and a couple, Mayfield. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Showing up. Wild, 64, weak.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Charlie. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He's got a man. Complete. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check 43.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And this one's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
53, Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, team. What's up? 53's the Mike. 53's the
On 3rd down, Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
I got you. Perfect. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got 53. Check 53. Hey.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, it's Samuels. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First down, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Mayfield on first down. It's caught by OBJ. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Watch it. Real. Safety screaming.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Under 10. Check 26. Check 26. Check. Crunch.
On second down, it's Snell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Where are they, team? Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man, I got you. One. 53 for the exit. Check 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Mariota from the gun on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Three. Nice 7, let's go. Watch QB drop. One. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Let's go, let's go. One. 53.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Scene 6. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. He can't hang.
After the sack on first down, Mariota, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
That's it. That's it.
Smith-Schuster. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the pass. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Mike, 53. 50. Echo. Who that? 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. You ain't got nothing.
From the gun, Mariota. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the
How many
time.
plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mayfield now. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 31, Mayfield. And a big one. us here as he's taken down. Terrell Edmunds comes flying in from safety for the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
He's got Fuller. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check the backer. Check 52. Pass it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
53, Mike. Get ready. Switch. Hey, switch. One. 3's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Know your job. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53. Alpha. Here we go. One. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You ready?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch tight. Tight end. Tight end's right.
Throwing. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Bravo. Tyler, 64, weak. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
They're going to try and run for it. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mariota to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll go with Snell here on first down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Snell yet again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Now Snell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Come on.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Shit. Shit.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already.
Check safety. Watch out.
On first down, it's Snell again. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job you knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Mariota. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Check 4, check 3.
On first down, Snell looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Check hot route. Hot. Check. Fresh down.
They're going to run again with Snell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.